And go. We are live. Anybody out there listening? We're just going to watch a little bit of Jamie Sea Level. I think I'll start at the beginning since nobody else is here.
Yeah, it's not very long, so it's not that big a deal.
Yeah. Get a look at it.
Yeah, fair warning that there's some language, but well, we deal with it. We're adults. We can handle it.
Yeah. And we know everybody in the group here pretty much kind of on the internet.
Oh, and welcome, Luv Kung Fu Shaolin, our buddy. He came to see us today. So say hello. If you're
Mr. Shaolin.
Yeah, nice.
It's like a bug storm because I got this bright light, so it's like funny because every once in a while this big there's this praying mantis over here and it's over here, and there's another one over there, and it looks like they're gonna have a battle here in a second. I'm just eyeballing it. That's all. Oh yeah,
Nice.
He's eyeballing me now. He's like doing this, that shit. He's walking towards me now. And he goes, "Fucker, you fly at me, and I'll fucking blink your ass out of the sky and cut you in a piece." Go ahead, bring it. Stupid bug.
Nice.
They had one fly on me one time, fucking landed on my hand and bit me. I was like, dude, what the hell? I didn't know they bit. Usually they make friends with me. They'll land on my shoulder and crawl around and just stare at me. Like it's kind of cool. I've had good, but this one's like giving me the eyeball. Yeah, oh yeah, he's doing the same thing I'm doing right now, or she is, whatever. And he's like all scratching back, like, come on, dude, I want to fight. I wish I could show you, but I'd have to pick the damn computer up and it's plugged in. So go on. What are we watching?
Oh,
Just
Super Poons.
If you see a giant bug fly into my face and me flip over and start attacking and fighting it, you'll know what's going on, just so you know.
Oh, we have 5 watching. I don't know see anybody else.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's fine.
they're not in the stream. It was just us 3. Okay. We got eyes in the sky. Ready? Here he goes.
Bugs on the rugs over here.
Bugs on the rugs and eyes in the sky.
Who's that?
I don't. That's Super Poons.
Batgirl.
I guess he's playing Batgirl instead of Batman or Twat Girl. Are doing both roles?
Rebellion, what's up, dude? What's up, brother?
Who's in?
Battlebum's here, and Northern Rebellion's here.
Oh, they came over from the Discord server.
Welcome, sir. Nice to see you. We were just watching Jamie Sea Level's last video. This little interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the volume up. It's a little.
Yeah, please do. I'm sorry. I don't want you to talk through it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go about halfway.
Holy Cinderella!
Yeah, Duper Poons.
Is it today?
Is it today? No, it's tomorrow. Duh! Why
Hey,
the
Jeff,
fuck
catch
would
that?
you ask a question like that? It's like, hey, Duper, any other stupid remark? These fucking scummy asswipe trolls in the background.
Yoda says I'm fundraising to send Craig to see Arwen.
Holy bowler!
Go fuck yourself!
Naughty.
I don't give a shit that you're all obsessing over this stupid conference.
give
You
you a
don't
shit.
care for all your freaky bullshit. I need to see it. I need to see it.
Say hi. Everybody saying hi.
Fuck yourself.
Walking Ant says the Ferret Legion wants FTFE at the
Don't
country.
forget to read the chat. Even
Flat
though
Earth is gonna be whiny and bitchy. I'm just gonna say, oh, I'm sorry,
I don't know
Mr.
Northern Rebellion,
convicted, violent women
friend of mine
beater.
was
I'll just let everybody know
Got
in
it.
the room.
He's a good guy.
Winnie in history with
You guys
Steamy
get along.
You part of
Traveler.
the rebellion?
Just some stupid woman saying that, I'd like slap you in the face. Thanks! Any other stupid shaming detail about my life you'd like to throw around there everywhere like the trolls?
Thou shalt go, Craig.
Go fuck yourself!
Thou shalt go.
Nobody cares!
Are you worried someone will attack you?
Why? Just why the fuck would anybody do that? Makes no goddamn sense.
Holy short memories!
Why the fuck would anything or anybody try to do something to me?
Holy amnesia!
Our Winnie in history with Steamy Traveler.
You deserve to be locked in cages and tortured slowly until you all bleed to death. Then we're gonna shit and piss on your corpses and burn it.
Holy schizophrenia!
I want to know what somebody said to
You're
make
doing
me
it
say that
again.
to them. I'm
Yeah?
freaking out. Like,
Stop.
where did that come from?
show up and I'll fucking chop you up in pieces with a fucking machete. Fucking stop or I don't want to associate with you again.
Dude.
Fucking kill yourself, scumbag. I mean it, Steamy. I will fucking hack your fucking limbs off!
Holy murder.
Had millions of people burned to death horribly for their own idiocy.
Holy Holocaust.
You gotta stop doing this. And his kid is probably a fucking faggot too. I mean it. Fucking end yourself. You're taking my peace of mind away.
Hard not to
Stop
like
doing
him,
it.
right? Like,
Chopping you up into fucking pieces of meat.
Holy straitjacket.
It's tedious. Right? This is getting duper poons level of not getting it.
Holy distortion.
I hope somebody's gonna like break that kid's legs. Don't don't advertise my frickin' weak moments. Don't you think the trolls already do that enough? Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Fuck you,
can't help it, bro.
moron.
You just speak yourself
So
over.
you're not concerned.
You're so much fun to pick on because you give us so much.
Mind, I like
content,
to
bro.
anticipate the unexpected.
Expect the unexpected.
And if they somehow bypass me and lay a hand on me, they're gonna have at least a couple of broken fingers. Maybe a broken shin, yeah? Don't fuck with me.
Jamie C. Level says, careful, Arwen's explicitly threatened physical violence against anyone that confronts him.
Just make sure he doesn't bring his crossbow.
It's all right, I've got a walking stick. I can defend myself with this.
Yeah, you can try whatever the fuck you want. I will self-defend myself, yeah? I will do that, and with lethal force if necessary. Yeah, and once that happens, there will be no holding back. Yeah, that means that if you go that far, I will fucking kill you. You start doing...
I just got something to
The
say,
little
guys.
smiley faces on his suit are so hilarious, bro. Just the work he did on that, it just cracks me up. I can't help but to laugh. I mean, I know it probably makes Arwen feel bad and everything, but I mean, I guess what I would have to say. I'm sorry, Roger. You wanted to say something. My bad.
No, go ahead. You can finish.
Well, I was just gonna say
I can wait.
like if you're gonna say these things on your live stream in front of your fans or in front of your subs or whatever you want to call the people that you call your friends that watch your show. I just don't understand why you would say those things, and it makes me wonder like why someone else hasn't already been picking on you about it to like straighten you out, because it's not right what you're doing, bro. Like, I'm surprised you still have fans. Like, I wouldn't dream of like saying those horrible things to like even my enemies. Like, I don't think I would go there, like I don't think I would attack their family or their friends or their kids or any of that. That's just kind of like where I just wouldn't go. Like, if I'm going to call you a name, I'm going to aim it at you because you're the one coming back with whatever and arguing with me. Why would I attack your friends and your family? For all I know, they probably agree with me. Like, why would I consider them enemies? I don't need to, right? Like, they might agree that you're an asshole too. Like, but you hear where I'm coming from? It's like,
Yeah, I know exactly what
you
you're
set
saying.
yourself up for that. Like, don't do that. Like, mute yourself or block the screen. That's what I do when I don't want someone to see what I'm doing or saying. I just mute it or I cover it up or I'll
Your
just
your
won't have-
business is your business, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like that, you have to separate because I get a lot of shit for all the time I spend on the internet. So just like I'm sure all of you do too. So
Not really.
yeah, but I'm saying there are people that do have a life too, and I was lonely before that. But last 20 years I have had a life, but I was lonely and I remember what it's like. So don't think I'm not there and been there. Anyway, go on. Let's watch it. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to say something before we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I think what it is Arwen's on the defensive because he feels threatened by like just the mass of the people he's dealing with. He's not sure about himself enough. That's the problem. That's why he's snapping at everybody like a little chicken. So
Yeah, I think anytime somebody comes in and gives them any kind of grief, which I expect people to come in and argue with me, right? I expect people in the chat to come in and argue, and I'm not gonna block their comments unless they're like rude or they put something rude there. But I mean, and I'll only block it because I'm protecting my my other friends that are watching it, not necessarily me. But I mean, if you want to be critical about me at any time, that's okay with me, But like, we can do that on the side. We don't, like, I don't know if I want to share that with the rest of the world necessarily. That's not. But of course, I like watching the videos and then wondering like what went through everybody's mind. Like, why are these? Why is Jamie so upset with Arwen? Like, something happened, or that's what I always wonder, right? It's like what psychology brought us to this point where, we have flat earthers, making fun of other people that are flat earthers, and we got Globers making fun of Globers and this kind of thing. And it's like, you don't really expect that when you come into this, right? Like you expect there to be two sides and like everyone to stay on the right side, but then you realize that there's a lot of really cool people, and even though you don't necessarily agree with them, what you end up happening is you end up making friends with them, and then even though when you're in, like if you're debating or you're having a conversation with them, getting frustrated with them and arguing with them because they don't believe, but at the end of the day, I can let that go and realize that, okay, I'm still your friend. I'm still going to call you next week, or we could still get a hold of each other later. There's no reason to do all that.
That's between
like
that's your private life, your
with each other. But
yeah.
like when this happens, like you end up creating this place where everybody wants to hate you, and you give them every reason to do that. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to make enemies. I want to make connections, and I want to learn from everybody. Like, I think we ought to like make a network to connect, even though we don't necessarily agree. Maybe what we should do is pool our ideas together and like get together and do things together and learn about things and look at make it, do some experiments or whatever, or, this kind of thing. Get some cameras out there and let's find out what the earth really is shaped, or if we're not sure, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see any reason why we can't work together. There's no reason why we can't. But obviously, if we're going down a road where we're dealing with theological crap, then I might not go there.
Yeah. Well, if you want to think who God is more so, or what things
And
about the
too.
world more, yeah.
Absolutely.
You got it. Like I was saying earlier, BJ.
But you don't have to agree with me on that part either.
No,
that doesn't mean I won't have connections with you. It just means that maybe that we should discuss that if it's going to make us argue with each other. But
that's your private, own personal philosophy, how you look at the world. That's your worldview. That's what these people are saying. Like, you're disrespecting our world.
Everybody has a right to believe it however they want, because we're all on the same mission. We're on a path to find Christ, right?
You got to live here.
To find out who we are and why we're here, and we want to find that answer, right? And I think that's why we're all here. So we're on that same path. Why not? Like, I don't think me and Roger even agree about everything. We have our differences because there's a lot of things that are up in the air, and we don't have proof of it. We don't know exactly what it is, so we have to theorize, right? We have to assume. So of course we're going to have all kinds of nutty ideas, and we're going to argue about, no, that's not right. I argue with my best friend all the time. We argue about everything. I mean, everything, like brother. No, you're wrong. No.
Well, you're not going to go stab your friend in the back because he thinks differently than you.
No, but sometimes it gets on my nerves. I want to bash his head in the wall, but yeah, I don't.
Gotcha.
Like
I said earlier, like on PJ's show, that you got to temper that kind of stuff with wisdom, dude. The whole Sermon on the Mount thing, that it just clicked with me like for a minute. Like, wait a minute. And now, if everybody's following the lead of somebody's morals, take that as wisdom, not as a command. Yeah.
Right. But we all have to decide for ourselves how we conduct ourselves, right?
I think that's why they wrote the damn book to start with, right?
Yeah. So that we'd have something to focus ourselves on. Yes.
Yeah. That's what we're looking for here too. So it's agreeable if you actually discover something to share with basically mankind. And the thing is that the powers that be don't want all of mankind to know things. They want to keep them stupid, dude. They really do, and they're fighting tooth and nail because they have a whole industry built on stupid. They really do. They want to keep them. They want to keep you under subject. I want to say they want to keep you as subject more than an equal. Yeah, that's just my opinion, and you can think differently, but that's the way I look at it. Mm-hmm. Right. Let's go back to Duper. You ready?
Yeah, we're getting off on a rant. That's all right. We do that.
Something
too much.
In some kind of bit of revenge, I will fucking kill you.
My goodness, this is gonna happen. This is.
You dumb fucks!
I think I'm gonna have to.
It's epic, though. Remember that.
Fucking that's right.
Mobile.
Holy hydraulics.
Let's go. Atomic batteries to power.
I'd forgotten how.
Fucking kill yourself.
So that's one of. I like the rainbow car. that Rachie?
Fucking Christ! Shut the fuck up! Whining shit, baby. Fucking
That's
lesbian.
just weird. They're at the conference.
Is your speech going to be good, sir?
I mean, it will be on another level because I have like technical insights that will probably surpass all the other conference speakers.
Holy ego!
Dutch people have not been like exposed to like flat Earth debate level technicals.
You mean they haven't been insulted and banned before?
Why the fuck would you ask a
Well, Duper knows
question
about
like that? Are you retarded, Duper?
You will crush it, sir.
Oh yeah, thanks, Duper.
Holy crucial moment.
Hello there, Mr. Arwen.
Fuck off.
Hey,
Sorry for the swearing. I get very flustered, etc.
and take your bad mood out on others? I know, sir. Can you tell us about your presentation?
Because it's going to include like pretty much the refined knowledge of everything that I've learned in the last 10 years. So
Sounds great. You have 90 minutes. The floor is all yours. Take it away.
Earth's measured flat celestial navigation and angle to a
Now, quick point. Jamie makes himself look so clean cut, doesn't he?
I know, right? Isn't he a cute little character with a little spiked hair? Yeah, of course.
Of course he
We
is.
have no idea what he looks like, but yeah, that's what he gives us, right? He's just that little guy, that little small guy, that the microphone, just letting everybody know what the hell is going on around here.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I think because I asked Moxie, and he's like, "Well, Jamie Seelad is he's a wonderful guy."
Well, I mean, I don't know why he made these videos, but they are funny. I'll give him that. I mean, and I'll give.
Well, he's watching this drama unfold in Flat
He's
Earth
free
because
time on them, and they're funny, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily like the fact that he's picking on flat earthers, but I mean, some of us do. We do a lot of things, and we say a lot of things that we probably shouldn't, and we probably should have thought better about. But we're human, so I guess what happens is people do see us from the outside, okay, and they start analyzing that, and they start wondering, and they're looking for things to make us look bad with, and this is how they do it. But at the same time, there's something to be learned here, and that is that we conduct ourselves differently, right? And we don't continue that same cycle. We change that cycle, and then we become better people, and then we don't have these videos made about us because we're not doing that outwardly anymore.
Yeah.
We're holding
Well,
that back, or we're just not doing it, right?
what I think what would trigger some of these people is they start introspecting because they're realizing that some of the stuff that they've been taught to be true isn't, and it's making them feel insecure.
Right, obviously. And then he gets angry, and then he sees all these comments of these people that don't really mean what they're saying. They're just giving him a hard time to make him mad, right?
Yeah,
Because
but I mean,
they do
overall,
the troll, right? Yeah. And then, you know, you end up saying some crazy things, and you get angry, and then, you know, you don't let people do that to you. Like, that's not what this is about. Like, not for me anyway. I'm not here to like break you down, bro, but I'll tell you when you're wrong. I mean, I'll comment on you, and we'll have a discussion about your comments online or whatever. I mean, if you're going to be on a side, right, in some kind of a debate or some kind of movement, then you have to expect to get shit flung at you. I mean, I'm sorry, bro, but that's what they told me when I came in, and trust me, I've got my feelings hurt many times by flat earthers even, and it just happens because sometimes they're hard on you or whatever. They don't know who you are, and they come along and they see whatever, and they make, you know, whatever. They don't treat you right. It happens. I get my feelings hurt many times, but it's all right. I can get over it. Right?
True.
At the end of the
If
world.
you look at,
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead, Ryan.
No,
Go
ahead. You were going to say something.
All right. Yeah, I think you do get a sense of pride when you have a skill level and you know what you think is actually true about everything, and you've developed these skills in these industries, and then what they feel is they feel threatened that other people that haven't been trained in a specialized field starts coming in and doing things they do, and they have different outlooks.
Right.
It scares the shit out of them.
Yeah, it makes them feel inferior, right? And that's not my point. I mean, I'm uneducated, you know, but that doesn't. But I'm here to show you that a guy like you and me that doesn't have that education, that degree, can still understand the truth about our world. That's all I'm here for. And I want to find out the truth. If I find out that I'm wrong about something, I'll admit it. Like most people don't do that.
What I'm saying is there's a whole bunch of people that are inclined enough, mechanically inclined enough, and are well enough read that they can actually catch up with everybody else. And those diplomas that are hanging out on their walls don't really add a valor to their career, or it kind of makes it equal to the point, and they don't want that. They're like they're so used to having this comfort zone where they're in charge of everything. I don't want to butt into their little world or mess with their stuff. It's just everybody's striving. Sometimes living ain't easy, and you know this, right?
No, and sometimes people that even good people will do stuff to you, and you don't know why. I mean, for whatever reason, they take you wrong or whatever. Yeah, and it
But
hurts.
you're gonna get a reaction out of some people. That's
Oh
automatically,
yeah,
and especially if it, like say you ran into a homeless dude and he needed what you have, he may take advantage in other ways. Desperation is what they're
yeah.
looking
The
at.
streets even tougher. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've been there. I know how hard it is.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this is just like I just try to assume that maybe what this is he's just a bad actor and he's trying to pretend like to be this crazy person to be funny or something. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to like. I'm trying to find that. Like I guess when you see someone like acting like this, you think to yourself, "Well, I've done this before, right? I've been like this, like whether I was drunk or whatever. I've been this way. I've like been this selfish person or been this dumbass that says dumb things, right? Because I'm upset and I'm angry and someone stepped on my feelings or someone just won't stop bugging me and has got me triggered and they just don't let up, and that can be very detrimental to your to your psyche.
Yeah,
It's because, we're all trying this pecking order and we don't know each other. We're online. And so, we're trying to be men and everybody's trying to like just be equal with everybody else at least, right? In order to get yourself heard or you can have a say or whatever. Like a lot of people start, they want to have their say and say, well, what about this? Or
yeah,
when we talk about stuff we don't know and we're trying to figure out, they come up with better ideas. So if we leave ourselves open for that, I think that makes us better people.
yeah.
But
Oh,
this
well,
obviously, I don't know. I mean, obviously he like this is part of his shtick, I guess. That's what I thought at first, but now I'm starting to realize. But I haven't met the guy yet, so I've
well,
not been
that's.
his life. So
I think even Oakley's seeing a lot more of this, and especially in the class trades, like people who work for a living. Uh, that these kind of things, just simple things about the natural world, it's
and the
inconsequential
attraction for
because
Oakley to
yeah,
be on the show and talk to him the way he does. He doesn't say much, but he just makes. I mean, it's just. I wonder to myself. I think about what Oakley does all day and all this time he spends on his show and doing stuff with QA and doing research, whatever he does. Right? He's busy. Right? He's got a family. He's got all this shit on the side. You know, he's got stuff going on, and I know he's stressed out like I am because I can see the hair falling out of his head. And he's finally okay with it. So I see him progressing into the stages. Right? And I try to put myself in his place. Right? And so when I see silly stuff like, JBC level picking on him and saying he's Mr. Potato, it makes me laugh because I can see that someone doing that to me, catching me in a bad look or whatever, like I do now. I'm all scraggly and I haven't, shaved in a couple of days. So it's like, I get it. You catch us all like being human, right? We don't want to do stuff or we're busy or we're doing whatever.
yeah.
But we make time. So you see the worst of us, right?
Well,
So I kind of expect to get picked on a little bit, but that Mr. Potato thing was very funny. I'm sorry, and I used to have to watch that show with my daughter, so it holds a special place in my heart. It really does because I actually started liking that show, and then when people started analyzing what it meant, I was like, oh my god, like, like what am I getting myself into? I got this
Hey,
program in the back of my head now.
Vlad's in the room.
What's up, Vlad? What's up,
How you
Peter?
doing, mister?
Coming in and showing love. What's up? You can come in and say hi if you want, or
Hey,
you
there's
can
a link at the top, dude. If you
Yeah, I
want to
think
come
we
in
have
and
room
say
for
hi.
4 or 5 or something. Yeah, if you want to.
We got 6. We want them.
Okay. Yeah.
And Shaolin's in here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm making a basic class point. If you look at like the politics in Africa, South Africa, and Australia, there's always been a class.
So there's been a what?
You follow what I'm saying? Like they're fighting. There's been a class. I
A
cut out. I
logical
don't know why I
observation.
did that. Yeah. Hey, Loves, how you doing? Yeah.
Well,
So that basically, whatever party's running it, divvies out the money.
mm-hmm.
So they have, it seems like endless supply of it,
Mhm.
but yet it's not helping anything. there's more to it than that.
Mhm.
There's I don't know what I call it. it,
But like at first, when I first
it
met like McTunan people, I tried to make friends, right? I tried to like
yeah.
because I've made friends with a lot of people, you know, like on Discord, a lot of people that aren't on my side, but I've managed to be friends with them anyway. And we argue, and sometimes we even fight. What's up, dude?
Hey Vlad,
Hey,
What's
how
John.
going
you
on,
doing tonight?
family?
What's going
What's
on with you,
going
man?
on, y'all? It's good to see y'all, man.
See you.
Good to see you too, man.
Right on. Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
Appreciate you, bro. What's going on with you today or tonight? Or
man, I am living. I'm
living?
just trying to stay out of trouble. Seeing what you guys are up to.
Well, you're in the
I'm
wrong place. If you want to stay out of trouble, bro.
Yeah, right.
Because we be stirring the pot like a motherfucker.
That's usually how it works, man. I try to stay out of trouble and then I find myself in it anyway, so it
Yeah,
don't matter.
it
You know
finds
what I'm
you, bro.
saying? Yeah, I just finished my show. I show you guys love, Roger. Show you some love, man. And
Appreciate
then
that.
I'm
Thanks.
gonna go brush my damn gullet and then take my black ass to sleep.
Nice.
Okay, man. Right on.
I want to do that the next half hour myself. It's been a long day, dude.
Yeah, it has. I was
We
just
had
saying, before we started, I was like, I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed already.
You know what I'm
dude,
saying?
I had a long night.
Yeah, and I gotta be up in like 5 hours. But yeah, man. So we were talking about, and I didn't want to have you guys detract from what you guys were
No, go ahead.
discussing.
I
We're
just
not
wondered
doing anything really.
what was on your mind when you came in. That's all. What's up?
Oh man, it was just surviving because now we've got these hurricanes that hit everybody in the southeast, right? North
Yeah.
Carolina and all that shit is shut down. And now you've got the guys, I don't know exactly which seaboard, whether it's the East Coast or the West Coast or the South Coast. I'm not even positive on it.
Well, I'm
But
on one of them,
you
so.
have these guys, you have the longshoremen that are going on strike and all
Hmm.
these cargo loaders that are going on strike. Yes.
Uh-oh. Again.
Yes. And so
Imagine it.
shipments in and inside of the US is going to come to a halt possibly for some time, possibly, unless they come to some agreement.
So
So
they shut the shop down. Yeah.
What I want to know
yes,
is this: is if they make it so difficult on us, don't they realize that what we'll do is we'll just go to the place where the lineup is and we'll just take it out of the lineup?
Mhm.
man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be
You know,
wild.
I mean, you want to play games with us, you know, if they want to play games with real people like that are going to defend their freedom, you better be serious about it. You know, like
Yeah, yeah.
hey,
It's gonna
that's a
be
serious
it's
thing,
gonna
bro.
be interesting. Like I think they're making this place just a powder keg. They're
They're
making
trying
this
to, yeah, but
powder
we could fight
like
back though. We could fight back, but it might get us
we
in big trouble.
we could we could
Nice.
no, but
I
really
got a
I
lot to
think
say, but I don't really want to grab the throat of the man yet. You know, I figure I
Yeah.
work into it.
yeah no
Give
I
I
me a
hear
just
what
minute.
you're saying.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. Like I think a lot of people are starting to get to that point.
Hmm. Absolutely.
frustrated, huh? They're gonna get
We're,
pissed, dude.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
tired of watching our fellow man act like crazy people and fighting each other and separating like crazy, like just separating with everything. Like my neighbors are doing. It's like weird, bro. Everybody's like that. Everybody's stressed out so
You know,
bad
my
that it's
internet.
like they're just on the wets end. They're like wanting to like cut off relationships and all this over something little. It's like, dude, calm down. You know, like wait a minute. You know, like we can work this out. There's, you know, hey Jono, what's
Yeah.
up? Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Oh, what happened,
Is
Vlad?
he?
What are you doing?
Is it? He's down there at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
He's dropped in and out.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
My
know.
internet does that from time to time, man. We're having storms over here and I've got the Elon Musk internet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've Vlad. My mom's out there, Carolina way. They're up in Charlotte, and my sister. I
Really?
was. Yeah.
What'd she
I was
say?
wondering. I haven't talked to him in the past day. My phone system went down for a whole day practically, and they haven't got a hold of me yet. So I'm gonna call them tomorrow.
Yeah. Because it's not it's like everything is shut down in and around those places. The gasoline, everything, man. They're having a lot of them are having a tough time from what I'm hearing.
Well,
I
didn't
can only
wasn't the Flat Earth Convention in Spartanburg right there?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes,
everybody's
actually.
everybody's probably gone now. They probably already left. That
I
was
hope
weird
so.
how it happened right nearby there. Huh?
Yeah, I was FE Nation came on here with and helped stream here from Spartanburg. It was yeah, he was their power was out, everything was shut down. They were out camping in the middle of a parking lot.
Oh my God. And you know what? To think I was about to go out there.
That would have been fun, probably.
Yeah,
That was
I was
about,
about to head out there, and I
That's
was like,
probably right.
man, I
I
was like,
always think that it's probably gonna be too much because there's so many weird people that show up there, not just the cool people, and that's what scares me the most. You know what I mean?
The ones on the edge, the fringe.
Well, you see what happens to people. Like they send people in there and they take video and then make fun of you about everything you
Yeah.
do. You know, you're just doing normal things like everybody does, but they make fun of it like as if that's not normal, right? You know how they go, right? They
What
try
happened
to
last
any
night,
level. They
dude?
try to cut you at
Yeah.
the knees wherever they can cut you. They're going to go after, it, right?
Yeah, Vlad,
Whether
did you
you're
hear what we did last night?
uneducated or you're a
Yeah.
drug addict or what, or
Yeah.
you're mentally ill or you have whatever, you get angry, whatever. They're going to take advantage of you. Yeah. They're going to push you over the line.
No, Ryan went over to talk to Craig. He's doing a live stream. He's still doing it right now, and he gave him a link, and he brought us in, and me, Flats, and Ryan went in and debated Craig online. It was
Okay, sure.
horrible, dude. We embarrassed him the first couple rounds, but
Well, we don't know
singled
what
me
he
out.
deleted.
Yeah,
We don't know what he got rid of, but I didn't go back and watch it to see what
He
happened.
went straight to ad homing me about being a hillbilly, and I imagined everything in my life, and he's like, "You're just a liar." And I had trolls calling Pinocchio all night long. It was bad, dude, right in front of everybody.
We're
And
staring
he had-
that pot,
oh,
brother.
yeah, oh,
We're
yeah.
staring that pot.
It's fun, but
I mean,
it wasn't a bad experience. It just I see how he acts, dude, and their reaction to just me talking to him is tell enough, dude. He's a punk, dude. He just raised up this, and he was served in the Navy. I don't get it, dude.
But you know what? I will give Craig this. He wasn't nasty or rude with us. He was mellow. He was calm. You know, he wasn't being a jerk at first. You know what I mean? He was being calm. You know, he was having a conversation with us and all that. And he was, you know, we were having fun, but it was almost like they were playing their role, we were playing ours, and we were just seeing like who's going to do what, right? Who's going to say what first? You know what I'm saying? It was kind of
Well,
funny. I thought.
Well, from the previous debates we've had with
I
the
didn't have a
little
problem
monkey,
with Craig. I didn't think he acted like an asshole at all. I thought he was. I mean, he was still defending his side. Like
he's
he
still
does.
Craig, dude. Yeah,
Yeah, he's still Craig, but at least he wasn't like going, "Oh, you're nasty, you're mean," you know, or "You're dumb." And I mean, he made comments about that I wasn't smart. You know, most of his cronies were doing all the work, right? Really, right?
Yeah, in the chat.
It wasn't him that was really being a jerk. It was mostly just his chat room, right?
Yeah. Did Vlad drop out?
Yeah, I guess he did.
Let's see if he's in chat.
I hope that he didn't. Hope it was just this.
He probably is internet, dude. Hey, Juno's in there. Hey, Jono.
What's up, dude?
How we doing tonight?
I saw logical observe whatever that is.
Blah.
I've typed it many times, but can't say it.
Yeah.
Saddlebone was over there, so yeah, there he is. Longshoreman, all you need to know. Yeah, I hear you. That's what you're talking about. I was like, what? I was like, where did the longshoreman thing come from?
I get it, Jono. Yeah, he does not want anybody to actually finish what they want to what they're saying and come to a conclusion. He has to interrupt it before anything.
Yeah.
That's the way the debates work. I get debates, but the fact of the matter is he went a little.
He just cut out.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, and
he went over time.
I have had other brushes with Craig before. He doesn't probably remember it, but when I first met McToon was on Discord, right? And I think I was on Tartaria anyway. It was a Discord channel where we were trying to do some kind of like debate thing, kind of like what Jaron does, like where he has. Anyway, we were going to do something like that. Me and some other people got together and we're going to do something like that. We were talking about, even though everybody else had the idea too, we were trying to do it our way, right? And then, so what happened is that of course we had some people come in and sabotage because they wanted our viewers. But anyway, now I'm trying to remember where I was.
Sabotage.
So I've had brushes with Craig and McToon, and I basically debated with the both of them in the same room. Me and a couple other people did, and it was just like I didn't expect him to show up or anything. He just came in and blah blah blah, and we let him in because some friends of ours, mutual friends of ours, which were Glovers, right? But we were friends with Glovers, so we decided we were going to merge, right, and do something together and work, do something together, right? And it was working for a while, but then anyway, I won't go there, but you see where I'm coming from. Like, so I have some experience. And right after McToon was on the show and I debated him, I believe I actually pulled the definition of line on him. That was the first time I used it, right?
Yeah.
And I don't remember what gave me that idea. It just popped into my head that day. And what was funny is that it made him so mad he started lisping. And I was like, "What?" He started stuttering, and I was like, "I didn't know you stuttered, bro." And then I didn't say anything else. I wasn't gonna pick on him because I felt kind of bad that I mentioned it, but I noticed that he started stuttering, and so I backed off a little bit, and I was like, and then he got even more mad that I noticed that, and then he just kind of went off and he just kind of left, and I don't remember talking to him after that, but I think he knows who I am. But I don't know if he realizes like that I left Discord and I've been coming around and I've been in Flatzoid, and now all of a sudden I don't know if he realizes I'm the same guy that he was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But
Well,
I'm sure he'll figure it out now. But anyway,
Hey, well,
so,
Monster,
like I said,
I noticed one thing when,
I
when
mean,
it
I'm not
comes to
saying
them,
I'm
like,
good. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm just saying.
no,
have-
nobody's saying you are, man.
Yeah.
They're not.
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
expect
get
you to be.
I am trying to get better.
Nobody is perfect. Dude. But when it comes to like people like Toon, they're book learned to when it comes to the sciences and stuff. But when
Well,
they
I
start
see.
like or they start stuttering like that, they're
Right.
trying to remember
because
it
I
all.
triggered him, and that's why I said
Yeah.
I backed off a little bit because I felt like I pushed the buttons too far. Right. Like I did, I pulled a string that I shouldn't have. Right. Like as he started reacting in like a completely negative way, like I could tell he was just like, "I'm out of here." Right. But I was like, dude, if you can't answer that serious question, if you can't read that definition and understand that's the mathematic, geometric definition. So there is no argument in math. A straight line is a straight line, okay? And if it's called a line, it doesn't matter whether you call it horizon line, whatever you want to call whatever you're using in math or you're using in geography, it's going to be straight and it's going to be infinite unless it's array. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I got your definitions, and
It
they're
doesn't have
working
any
in math.
yeah. It's like, dude, I'm sorry, but that's actually the truth in math. And it's even in trigonometry, because I read a lot about trigonometry. I'm not a mathematician. I didn't graduate high school. But listen to me, okay? I know enough about math, and I know enough people that know about math. They've told me, look, blah, 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 okay? So, and I trust them. But when it comes to math, there's things about math that you can use and manipulate, and you can find out the answers to things. And that's great. Like, there's all kinds of cool things, right? But when it comes to trigonometry, you're using straight lines to measure any of the curves that you see. So let's say you're looking at something in a photograph and it's rounded on one edge, okay? You take a picture of it. When you analyze it, it's not a straight line, right? You get what I'm saying? It's like it's not rocket science. It's not hard to understand. The word line means something, and when you're talking about math and geometry and science, they mean a straight infinite thing that has, you know what I'm saying? That's what they're talking about. We don't have this. It's not fundamentally different in every form of science. It's the same. Now, line does mean a lot of things. It might mean, a row of people. There's a lot of different other little side notes where people use that as a metaphor or what have you, right? But and we all know in our heads, we all understand the same logical observation of this situation, right? We all see it the same way. So why is it that all of a sudden we have these people that come in from outside, and because they don't agree with us on the flat earth thing, or they don't agree with us on whatever the thing or the religious thing, and all of a sudden suddenly we're their enemy, and it's all about this thing over here. What?
Yeah, either religion or science.
Right.
They don't agree
Right.
with us on either. So
And it's like
there's two fallible forms.
there's evidence on both sides. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you could take it however you want. You want one lump or two, I don't care. But you do have to deal with that, right? If you're going to argue with me, I mean, I'm not going to
you shouldn't.
blah 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 blah. You're wrong. Well, show me where
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
that shouldn't be a personal thing. That's the way I look at it. I
Yeah.
think that,
And that's not personal. It's like, just show me. Like, I'm
Yeah.
from Missouri. I'd show me, right? That's what you'd say if I came in there and told you you're wrong about the ball, and I don't go into their show and tell them they're wrong. Do I? Have I ever done that? No, I don't think so. Now
no,
I've got in
that's
there
why.
with me, and then of course I'm going to argue with them. But I don't. I rarely ever go with. I've only gone in there recently just to get some attention because I'm doing a show now, and I figure I got to get attention. I want them to know who I am. I'm not trying to be a complete ass. I'm just trying to show them that hey, I'm on the market now, and I'm doing my thing, and I'm doing it my way. And hopefully you want to, if you want to be my enemy, that's okay, I guess. But I'm not trying to be anybody's enemy. I'm just trying to say what I got to say and do what I got to do. Right? I'm trying to put myself out there. So I don't know if there's anything wrong with that.
Well, this is the difference. What I was trying to make earlier with tradesmen and educated, uh, they're two different schools, and they should not clash at all. They should be right on the same page.
Mhm.
It's just that simple
Right.
when it comes to the actual how things work.
And if Craig worked on a submarine, and if he really did that, and that's really true about him, then I give him props. Okay, I thank
Yeah.
you for his service, right? But at the
Yeah.
same time, don't use that as a way to like argue your beliefs over what reality is, because that's really what I think you're doing. That's my opinion, but I'm not trying to be mean about it. I'm just saying that's what I see. So I have to wonder, I have to put you into a category. Like, what kind of person are you really? Do you really believe what you're saying to me? Do you really believe the things that you talk about? Or are you some kind of a paid representation of whatever it is that's altering against what I'm saying?
Well, I think he's working
I
for an
realize I'm telling
industry,
the truth,
dude.
and not everybody does, right? So when I tell the truth, I expect negative to come and attack me, right? I do expect that. But if you're going to come and attack me, you don't have to attack me personally. Attack
Well,
that
that's
I'm
ad
speaking,
homs, man.
right?
That's the first dead giveaway. And Shal, were you gonna
Right.
say something?
No, I'm agreeing with you. No, you're saying it.
No, I thought Lev said something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah,
What do you
yeah.
think?
It depends on Glover because there's quite a few different types of Globers, isn't there? What you did address it in a sense, really, because he said like have a paid and stuff like that kind of thing. Whereas like you've got like authentic people who kind of grew up and had it indoctrination instilled into them,
Yeah,
which has made them like
That,
those
that
are the real
level
people.
with
So
right.
on
They'll
that
still
instance,
logical.
we all laughed at it, didn't we? So them Globers are still in that mindset. They didn't take that step to drop their ego to actually step into the true questioning. You know what I mean? And what we did do,
Yeah,
that, you know, I mean, that's something we've all got in common. We had to drop our ego to question it, really. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
part of like the spell or the indoctrination behind it and stuff like that. So it's trying to get them to do that, like actually drop their ego and stuff like that.
Well, you hope that there's something in there that you could reach, right? You're assuming. I'm only assuming that in there is someone who really does want to know the truth. That you're actually curious, and that's why you're upset about this. Is because you feel like you're being challenged in your career, and I understand. I understand where you're coming from, but psychologically, you got to realize that from where I'm standing, I'm the uneducated person. Okay, I'm the one that had to go and learn this stuff from a book by myself. I didn't just get to sit in class and absorb it the same way with somebody explaining it to me. I had to go and understand it on my own. So what I do understand, I think, is just as good as what you've got, right? Like, especially considering that, at my age and everything, I'm not just some dummy. I'm not just some young guy that doesn't know anything. I do know everything. It's just I didn't graduate high school because I had troubles socially. Okay, and I'm sure you all understand that because we've all been through that, right? But I had social problems and things came to certain things, and I made the decision that I'd rather go run around and party and have a good time with girls and do all that rather than finish school, because school was my enemy, right? Everybody there wanted to be my enemy, so I just basically said screw it, right? I probably should. I went to continuation for a while and I tried to get my GED and stuff, but I ended up just giving up because I kept getting good jobs. So I was like, well, like if I can get a job like everybody else getting, and I don't even have a diploma, then what's the big deal? Like, what do I need the diploma for? That's the decision I made. Of course, now that I'm disabled and I'm not able to work anymore, that kind of like makes me look like a dumbass. But I guess I had to live with it, right? I guess I could go back to school or whatever and try to change myself, but I have back problems and
better your life. Is that what
do
you're
anything, yeah. I mean, I'm bettering my life by this, and I got maybe 40, 50 years left, right? If I'm lucky.
Yeah. And
I feel very strongly about Christ and about how I've learned and my relationship with him. And I'd like to share that with other people if they're interested. If they're not, that's fine too. Don't judge me on that. I mean, it's just my witness, right? It's where I'm coming from. I'm just there to share that. I'm not trying to like force it or tell you you're worse or anything like that. I mean, I'm not here to judge you because that's not my job. That's God's job, right? Or whoever you believe in, whatever. But
you answer to somebody for your own moral conduct in your own mind. You answer to somebody in your own mind for your moral conduct or in your heart, or either way you want to look at it. That's between you and whoever else. That's not anything to do with the actual politics that's going on in the world. That's where that's why Nathan is actually in the politics server. He's grinding out daily.
I know he does work very hard, and I give him credit. And I know it's a stressful thing because I get stressed out just the few hours that I spend on here. It stresses me out big time. Trust me, especially when I got all this other going on. My mom passed away recently and all that. So I'm struggling, but I'm okay, and this is helping me like take my mind off of it. And I love my mom, and we talked about the flower thing, and I don't think I had her quite completely convinced, but she accepted basically that I wasn't saw my side of it, you know. So I'm glad to know that before she passed. My path is my path, you know, and I'm sure everybody has their own. I'm just hoping that that you find that you understand that I'm on where I'm at. You know, if you want to come down to my level or come up to my level, whatever it is, I feel that's great. I want to involve you. You know, I want to do some experiments. I want to show some proof. I want to show you why I believe what I believe. I'm not just here to just talk a bunch of crap with everybody. I think me and Roger both agree that we're here to like, we want to show it. We want to make video evidence of it and should be able to sit there and lay it out for you. So that way, when you come onto the show, there's no hassle, there's no argument, there's no calling names. We're going to show our evidence. You're going to bring yours, and we'll have a debate, or we'll have a show and tell, whatever you want to do, right? But there's no reason to get angry and upset. You know, trolling each other is not really necessary. I mean, I don't see it. I mean, if you really think you need to take down someone's channel or do something mean, I mean, I guess I can't stop you, but I don't see the point of that. That's not what I'm here for, by the way. So, yeah. Hopefully I never get to the point where I'm so stressed out that I'm making videos like this one, but I do see the fun in it, and I do see the funniness, the comedy in it. Okay. But I do want to say that I do also see that this man has obviously some issues, right, with who he is or whatever. And it's coming out, it's getting drawn out of him by all this issues that we're talking about. And he's stressed out. And I think he is an honest flat earther, but I think he's confused about things, and that's on him. Right. But the things that he is saying, I feel like I agree with Jamie. I think that they need to be commented on, because I think we all, I mean, everybody, all of us on both sides of the argument need to realize that there's a way to conduct ourselves, right? We don't have to sit there and cut each other down and call each other stupid, because we're not all stupid. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be arguing about this. Hey, what's up, PJ? We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be arguing. We wouldn't be worried about it. We wouldn't be talking about religion if it wasn't important to us, right? So I understand everybody has their own passion. So, dude, now you know what it's like. And this is what it's like for me when I first wake up in the morning. It's like, I got to take my kid to school, and all of a sudden I see your show on and I got to jump in there. It's like, oh man, I'm like half asleep. And you guys are like, what's up, Brian? How you doing? I'm like, what?
Well, you got family to take care of too. I understand how it's stressful.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, though. That's what I'm saying. It's like, now you know. So it's like, yeah, you're ready for your stream. Yeah, I know. Coming up. I got to get some sleep so I can get to your stream. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming, though, bro. Appreciate you.
Did you leave?
Anyway, what I was saying, no, I don't think so. He just said he's getting ready for a stream, so he's probably just chatting with us while he's doing it.
Yeah.
Where was I? I forget. What do you think about it, Roger? I mean, when it comes to the mental side of it, I mean, I'm not trying to say that I don't want to say that he's mentally ill, because I don't think he is. I think he just gets angry, and he's like me. He takes his frustration out by voicing his opinion, right? I sit on here and I bitch about people. I get mad. My neighbors, people come around and try to steal from me. It pisses me off, and so I'm going to yell and scream, throw stuff at them, do all that. I get over it, you know. I move on, you know. Like, I am kind of funny that way, but
the thing with that, like, everybody's poor or a criminal that drives people to do stupid shit like that to even their neighbors, just because they don't agree with them on a certain point.
I would like to connect with people.
That's the grinding point. That's where I was like, you ever seen Midnight Oil, right? Remember the band? Okay. You ever look at any of their political music they put out? They point out a lot of things that are involved with the church and the dogma that go along with not just hate. It's almost like just a solid, sustainable greed that is burned into some of these people's minds, dude, to the point where they will go to great lengths to make sure that the rest of everybody else stays down. That's politics, man.
But I'm just saying, I think what we should be doing. I'm sorry, go ahead. Finish what you say. I'm sorry. I just feel like instead of making fun of Arwen, maybe we should try to find out what's going on with Arwen and help the guy out. I mean, it looks like he's having some trouble, and everybody picking on him isn't helping him, obviously. When are we going to realize that the way we treat people?
It needs a way to like express that, get it out. You know what I mean? Like join a boxing class or something like that. You know what I mean? It don't have to be boxing. Or that kind of thing,
maybe make friends with some people that treat him better. Because obviously people are treating him badly, right?
Juno, it's not Midnight Oil. Come on, dude.
I'm sorry.
Where's my damn stuff here as well? It kind of it don't entertain me. You know what I mean? And stuff like it's kind of like it's still in that kind of like low vibration of highlighting somebody's negative traits, so I'm in that kind of sense and stuff like also, at the same time, our Wing Chun kind of have these outbursts either. So it's like, you know, he needs to address that for himself. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I said, maybe, you know what I mean, like jogging. I don't know, some in that kind of sense, especially like out in nature as well, because that dispels all that energy as well, kind of thing. Like you've got all the root network which you kind of your feet connect with and stuff, that kind of thing. Like so. Also because I suppose, like, you know, like a lot of years of doing this, like what he does and stuff, that kind of thing, because it's like a lot of hours and stuff, that kind of thing as well, isn't it? So, you know, it's a big life change when you come to think and stuff like that. So like in 2015 and stuff like that for me, like it was like well, that's changed it. I'm practicing Wing Chun pretty much 24/7. And now it became flat earth 24/7 stuff.
Say what, John?
Still
John,
trying to, you know,
what do you say? He surfed with us when we were kids. What?
He's talking about the lead singer from Midnight Oil, dude.
Oh, we got another one over here. Nothing. Roger and his damn stories. I give him a hard time, but I know he's not lying to me. But still, sometimes I wonder.
Dude,
Everybody seems to know everybody. It seems like it's such a small world. Sometimes it's hard to believe that you know we have these connections. It's just crazy sometimes. And then I realize, well, I've got all these connections that I've had, and it's like, well, I expect everybody else to believe me. I guess I have to do the same, right? I have to be willing to believe crazy ideas because, I mean, I'm sure it can happen. If it's possible, why am I arguing, right?
That's cool, Joe. You know, he got to hang out with a rock star, dude. But see the thing with Midnight Oil, they don't consider themselves to be rock stars. They're average folks.
Yeah, I was gonna say some bands do. Yeah, some don't.
Yeah.
You obviously wouldn't be friends with them if they were that kind of band, though, right?
Yeah.
They weren't the accepting type.
They got a song called "Call Me Peter, Call Me Paul, Hang Me Up on Your Bedroom Wall." Just call me King of the Mountain. That's the name of the.
So call me late for dinner or call me Shirley. Something like that.
For church, you know.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah,
tired.
but they do have some good points when it comes to like medicine, food, hospitals, the candy store, who gets what, how it gets divvied out. That's what the problem is. But Arwen himself, he's had plenty of opportunity to better himself. That's
I'm
my
sure he has,
personal
but has he
opinion.
ever had someone on his side, like it's there to help him, like pick him up instead of being an asshole?
Well, I don't know if he was.
I'm just asking if that's been tried. Like if we've tried that already, okay, I'm with you. But I just feel like I see a man that's in pain. He's obviously got some issues, and I feel bad for the dude. I do. I mean, even though I don't necessarily like the kind of person that he is, I've been in his place. I've said shit like that. I've said dumb stuff like. So I mean, what am I gonna do? Sit here and judge him? Because then I'm gonna get to heaven, guys, and be like, okay, dummy, look what you did, and you're over there laughing at Arwen. Look, what kind of person are you? Okay, I'm a shitty person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, Arwen's buried himself in fantasy so much that he's not really in touch with the day-to-day stuff, dude.
But
And
we all
just,
had that ability, right? We all could have made that choice for ourselves. We could have chose to be that D&D player and grow up like that. But we didn't. For whatever reason, we believed our parents and we listened to the people that told us that God was real and we saw the love of. You know what I'm saying? You get, yeah. And see, PJ saying, he says, I used to support Arwen, and he says more than most. And he hasn't. Yeah, he does seem to. But it makes me wonder though. Is like, is that what makes us who we are? Is that what makes us angry? Is that what makes, like, super say QE such an angry person? Is it because of that? Like, is that why it is? Is it because he has all these things going on in the background, and that's why it makes him easily pushed over the line and makes a pick? You know, like, you know what I mean?
with I'm not Arwen, but with the QE, I think it's ego now to a point.
I've been friends with lots of people, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And what were you gonna say?
With him, it's ego with QE.
Yeah. Okay. He has a right to have some ego. He does.
Yeah, he's got prowess, and the thing is, I don't think he's like over the top with it. He's got the ability to check himself.
People are like that. They don't. They think everybody is just as tough and manly as they are because that's the way they were taught, and that's how they were taught to fight wars and do the things they got to do. So they were taught
I come from a military family, dude, and they're all they tried to shove my ass into it before I could even really think about it.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah. I sat down with a recruiter for 2 sessions, and I even talked to my dad. I'm like, dude, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go in the Navy and spend 6 months at sea and travel the world and learn the ways of the world. I really didn't. It's tough. Don't get me wrong. Yeah.
All mostly men. Yeah, it's like back then it was all men. Or I would have been. Yeah.
No, it's tough, dude. It wasn't about like that. It's just like in the
It would be
places.
for me, though, I mean, you got picked on like I did. Trust me. You don't
Thanks,
want to be in the
doing
middle of the ocean in a ship with a bunch of guys. I want to. They're like that. No, I'm good.
Yeah, well, dude? If you go back
Call me a
in
pussy.
the the older militaries, back before this modern time, it was a lot different, dude. Look at Craig, for instance. That'll just give you an idea of what the modern military.
I heard about that, PJ. By the way, I heard about it. They used to support him. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Yeah, I've supported a couple people too, and I know what it's like for sure. Yeah. I agree with
Hey, Crockett.
So good.
Oh, man, what I'm saying is, it's less camaraderie now than it was. Not that like during wartime, there's a lot of camaraderie. Like my dad went in during Vietnam, and basically he literally came back with some horror stories, and he didn't let me know right away, but when I got older, he was telling me some of the stuff that goes on, dude, in the military. It's kind of fucked up, dude. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess what we're getting to, though, where we're trying to go with this, since we're going to end soon, right?
Yeah, I can play the rest of this out. You want to? If PJ doesn't get offended,
Sure. Go ahead and do that.
All right, light it up.
Yeah, I hear you, Crockett. I hear you, bro. Go ahead.
A flat baseline and elevation angles, and yeah, I can't think of anything else. Really, let's see if I can go through some of the pictures.
Now he's making me tired. What the hell is that?
Wow, this guy is a fucking retard. I don't give a fuck that you drew your drawings are retarded, son.
See it?
Listen, you fucking imbecile.
Is
I
that
don't
what
give a
I'm
fuck about your squiggly drawings.
I mean, these
I'll stop
fucking
it.
morons, You could just show.
We got to go back. You ready? All right, now take a look at these.
There's a lot happening right there.
Oh yeah, you ain't kidding, man. I've done map work, and this does not work, dude. Does not. Where is it at? Did we pass it? Oh, here we are. Okay.
Yeah, don't play the yawning again.
Yeah. Okay, that's the first one. What the hell is that, dude?
I don't know. It looks like ass. It looks like an ass cheek, but okay. The left,
Yeah,
it looks like an ass cheek, and then we got, I guess, the sun over here on the right. I don't know what it's
Three
doing.
rays coming
It looks
down.
like a butt crack or maybe a JJ. I don't know. On the
He
left,
did a lot
I
of
don't know.
hard work on that, dude. He
I'm
got
trying
it
really hard
right.
to understand what that is. I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
It reminds me of a butt crack, but I mean, what does it remind you of? It's like somebody sitting on. It looks kind of like someone sitting on a photocopy machine where you can't see their crotch, but you just see their ass cheek stuck to the glass. That's what it reminds me of. I'm sorry.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now. They sent him to be a speaker at the Flat Earth.
Yeah, that's what makes me wonder about. Do you see my point, guys? Come on. Are you starting to understand why I'm critical of flat earthers? Okay, I'm a flat earther myself. Okay, or you could call me that. Okay, but bear with me here. Okay, there's a bunch of flat earthers that are saying shit that doesn't make any sense, bro. It's like, what's wrong with them? I want to know why they think that. That's what I want to know. It's not that I want to make them be critical of it necessarily. It's I want to know why. Where do they get this logical observation? Oh, that's a perfect word. Logical. Where are they seeing this logically in their, where
Ask
where does this come from? You know what I mean? It's like,
hey, logical, where is he getting it from? Come on, let us know.
Bye, PJ. We'll see you in a little bit.
Night, PJ.
I'll catch part of your trail anyway. You know I will. Anyway, but yeah, it's like, so yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that's not mapping. That's not anything to do with light.
I got a notebook where I drew what I think the Earth is, but I don't know where it's at. But I'll show it to you, and I will be sharing with you guys. And I do have. It's not very good. It's better than that, though. I think it's maybe not much better, but it's better.
Okay, let's get past the laughter here.
Sorry, Arlen.
And Dell calling him a fucking retard.
Dell, I don't have much respect for Dell. I know he's a fellow whatever flat earther, but I don't know where he gets this idea
Oh,
of moving.
he's a longshoreman, dude. He's crazy as fuck.
Oh, that's who we're talking about, the longshoreman crap. Okay.
Yeah, look at him, dude. He's a
Well,
tough
yeah, he's
motherfucker.
obviously like I said, I wouldn't want to fight him in an alleyway. I mean, if he
Oh, yeah.
argued with me in a bar, I probably wouldn't say shit. I just sit there and be quiet. You know, like I'd
Well,
let him do all the
when,
talking. You know, like
yeah,
that's stupid, but
when me and Flats started critiquing his upward rising Earth thing, I said I would like to go drinking with him once just to
oh
see
yeah,
what
he
it'd be
seems like
like.
a nice guy. I bet you,
Yeah.
everybody, yeah, see? Everybody, like when I hear Craig, like the way he was talking to us last night, it sounded to me like he was playing along, right? He wasn't trying to be an asshole. He's not an asshole. I don't think he is. I feel like he's just playing a part, and I don't know what that part is or why, but that's what I feel like. And it's like if I can,
Dude,
if I'm getting that signal, I'm sure you guys are too, right? You're seeing
he,
the reality
he's
of what,
expecting a reward, dude. He really is.
right?
It's cash, dude. Yeah.
Well, maybe
That's called
might
being a squirrel,
argue.
dude.
Craig, I don't think Craig's as attached as McToon. I think McToon's pushing him. I think McToon's he's the fucking puppet master. He's the one holding all the strings. I think McToon. Well, I don't know. Maybe somebody's behind McToon too. But I don't know. But I think McToon is the one with the attitude problem. I think some flat earther, probably QE or somebody like that. Same thing happened to him as the same thing happened to me, right? Some flat earthers gave him a line of shit when he came into their Discord channel or whatever, and they gave him so much crap and made him feel so shitty that he just got angry, and he decided fuck the flat Earth, and now you know why he calls it fight the flat Earth, you know, like or whatever. But it seems like that's what it is. This is about revenge. It's about getting back because this person, this flat earther guy, told him the truth about the world, and he found out that all that shit he believed in school and all that stuff in his whole life is all just crap, just like we all found out, right?
Well,
only he can't deal with it because he has this career and it means something to him, and I get that. I'm sorry, bro, but
Well, do you understand who's pushing hard for it? Is the people that are.
It's not our fault. This is going on. It's because of the people that are in charge of our government. Okay, and all of us are involved in this. We all are.
Yeah,
You know
there's a lot of white collar jobs that they push ink, and they can do construction, they do street work, they do all kinds of stuff, and the consensus goes all the way back to high school to college, dude. And if you're not on the same page or philosophy, there seems to be bumpy roads, dude. That's what I've learned.
Well, we all need to keep our jobs, and I'm not trying to take nobody's job away, but you know, like my whole thing is though is if you're going to be on here, if you're going to be on the internet, you're going to be talking smack. At least at least be right. Like that's why I can't. That's why I won't ever give QE a hard time because I don't necessarily like his approach, but he's fucking right. I respect him for that. You know, he's not like if I was going to send a friend of mine to learn about flat Earth and I wasn't the one telling him about it, I wouldn't pick QE. Let's put it that way. I'd pick Flatzoid. I'd pick someone that's more of a mellow, more of a dude that's going to sit there and try to show them the way and not just lose their patience and go, "Fuck you, you're a stupid asshole." You know, like that's not the way you treat people, bro. Like this is our family members and our friends. You know, that's not the way we like. Is that what the way you want to treat your friends and family? Like, I don't think you do, buddy. You go home and you treat your wife like you always do, right? You know, like I'm not saying you kiss anybody's ass, but still, we're all human beings, right? We all have our things, you know, like.
Hey, Ryan, quick.
No, make it sound that way.
What? See what I got?
What do you got? I can't read.
Read it.
No.
How about now?
No, even if I could see straight. What
Okay,
cat?
okay.
You got a cat here getting pissed because I won't let my lap.
There you go. Try that. Can you see it?
What does it say? It's backwards. Giant.
Oh,
What? Oh yeah. It's the tree.
Yeah.
What is it? A seed or is it a?
Yeah, it's a seed, dude. You grow it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a seedling. I thought you bought the tree or something.
No, it's a tree. It's a seed.
Oh, it's just a seed.
Yeah, my girls planted them in Arizona.
Is the seed big? Is it like large? Oh, so it is big. Oh, I didn't realize that Sequoia put out a seed like that. I didn't know. I mean, I own a Sequoia, Toyota Sequoia, so I've always known what the word means. I know it's a tree, but I know they have them in California too. I'm pretty sure.
It's in the heart of the cone.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah,
yeah,
right. It's the nut. Yeah.
And it takes forever for that thing to grow, dude. Yeah,
it's the third eye.
Yeah. Pineal. Yeah. Anyways,
well,
now,
anyway, we can go there. We'll eventually go there, guys, because I'm sure everybody's curious about what I think.
Well, the thing is, there's people in church and in institutions that disagree on their origins. Okay, this is where the rubber meets the road with the philosophy bullshit. So,
Right, and I'm all
the,
for philosophy, but let's call it what it is. Let's not get
yeah,
confused with our philosophies and then get angry with each other and not want to talk about real events and real things when we need to because we can learn from each other.
yeah.
Right?
Well, you can look at the evidence for yourself, preponderate it, figure it
The
out for
reason why
yourself.
this bothers
Then,
me the most, though, is because
yeah,
I know that only a project against something like what we're telling the truth about
there
would
is a project,
is
dude.
possible, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The only way that people could be like they're being, right, and act like they're acting, and still trying to be pretend they're real, is if that exists and they're getting paid to do it. You see what I'm saying? To me, that's the only logical explanation. I don't believe these people are just confused. They're anti-flat earthers or they're
Yeah.
anti-earthers or whatever you want to call them. They're just there to pick a fight with you. But I
Well,
think that there is like a real person beyond that. You could probably get them to treat you decently.
the
But I'm
the
sure
first
that
re-
he's going to prove me wrong tomorrow when he wakes up and he sees and all whatever. But oh well.
yeah, the first red flag I had, dude, was when people were doxing people. All right.
Right? Yeah. There's no reason for that, right? But
Yeah, well, that happened,
but at the
dude.
same
A
time,
lot
I
of
have a
people.
lot of questions for like Arwen, especially. I have a lot of questions about why does he say these things? What made like what's going on in his mind? Like, is he really just a butthead like he acts like he is, or is he just misunderstood and he's got problems? Like, if he wants to be real with us, then why can't he just do that? Like, I'm trying to be real with him, right? I'm trying to be real. What's wrong
Yeah.
with it? It's not.
Well,
You're
see,
not going to get hurt. It's not going to injure you or anything. You're not going to lose anything by being honest with people. I don't see
yeah.
what the big deal is.
Well, the people that push themselves like behind paywalls, like Jaren and Witsit, not that I'm judging them because they're doing it for a legal standpoint because
Yeah,
they're going to go out there
they
and
want to
fuck
say
up.
whatever they want. They want to sit there and smoke. And yeah, I understand. Well,
Yeah,
I'm going to do that anyway. But I'm just saying, like, I get where they're coming from on that. But
yeah,
I felt betrayed by Jaren when he did that. I did. I felt betrayed by it, and I was like, well, I don't really want to pay for some service, even if it's only a couple dollars a month or whatever. I'm just not interested. Like, I even had YouTube, Nitro for a while, and all that. I had Discord Nitro, and I had YouTube, the premium or whatever, so I didn't have to watch the ads and all. And I thought it was cool for a while, but then, like I said, after I had that little chit chat with McToon, somebody crashed not only our Discord channel but a whole bunch of other stuff. No, we're talking about Craig, about FTFE, because we had a little brush with him
yeah.
last night. That's
Hey, CB, we're not talking about Sean, dude. We
yeah.
don't dwell
But we
on
could,
it.
if you want to talk about him, we can. But yeah, he's another one.
No.
But yeah, Craig's a little different. Like, I feel like Sean doesn't like me. I feel like Sean personally just doesn't like me because of who I am and what I believe, and that bothers me that he doesn't even know me. And like, he comes on and he's like a total ass. He just talks. I mean, I talk over everybody, but at the same time, he's not part of the show, right? So, and he just comes in and he walked over both of us, and he was loud, because he has a good mic, of course. But it's like, when I started thinking about like what he did and how he did it, and I was like analyzing it afterwards, I was thinking, okay, I get it. So he just came in here just basically show his ass to his little soy boys or whatever, his little cronies, right? He's trying to prove himself. So I figured out who he was, and that's why I don't want to talk to him anymore. I don't have nothing to say to him. He's an asshole. I'm sorry, but and if Craig starts acting like that, then that's what I'll do with him. I'm only being civil because he's being civil back. And I don't want to be a jerk, but I will be a jerk, and I'll pull the rug out from underneath you if you're a lying sack of shit. I'm sorry. That's what I'm going to do because I'm an honest person. And you might catch me someday doing the wrong shit and lying about it, and I want you to catch me too, because that's what this is about, right? It's about learning to be better, not about becoming a better asshole. How are we helping each other with that, man? Look at all the fights we've had over dumb shit, over, whoa, you believe in this, that, well, you believe in this thing and that. Well, no, I don't believe that. Fuck you. I don't, like, what? Like, really? Like, so now, what do all the people that are in the middle of that do? Now, just because you guys don't want to agree, now everybody else has to pick a fucking side now? Yeah, see, fuck all that shit. I'm not playing that psychological fucking 8th grade kindergarten bullshit or whatever the fuck you call it. I'm not like that.
This is real world stuff, dude.
Yeah, like, let's just be honest, man. Don't fuck me around. If you don't want to fucking be honest, then don't come on the show.
Speaking of real world, let's look at our.
Don't waste your time, bro. I won't come at you. I'll leave you alone. Whatever. We'll call it even, right? Yeah.
Let's play this out, dude.
We don't have to pick this guy, but I'm gonna stir the pot if you're gonna talk shit and say that I'm lying when I know I'm telling the truth. So that's your problem. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
You
not
gotta
mad
do
at what you say, dude. I don't get mad at what people say. It's when they hinder me because of what I say.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah. Exactly. You got a
let's
point.
get back. Let's get back to the draw and look at this thing. Now, that's supposedly like a river, but it's divided into like I
Well,
think he's trying to make little globes out of it.
this makes more sense to
Like
me.
yeah, kind of.
This make
Then the other
even
one,
though I don't
yeah,
agree with it. Okay,
yeah.
but yeah, because I know there's a river because I've seen it. But okay, that's just my opinion, though. I can't prove it to you, and I can't make you believe that the things that I saw in the videos I watched can't convince you of that. But it did convince me of that, and so I've got this thought in my mind that the water that's above our heads, that's over the dome, does flow. It does move. There is a current in that water. Okay, and I've seen it from NASA footage and some other stuff too. I've seen some telescope shots of it too, where they're I don't know how they get it, but somehow they get an angle where they can see the dome come out, and you can
Yeah, I've
see it,
seen it.
and you
You
can
showed me
see
a
that
picture.
this thing's moving, and it's moving over the top. So whatever it is that's making the stars move around, I think it has to do with the current in the water that's above our head. That's what I think, but I'm just assuming that because I don't know. But when I wonder to myself, like when I look up there and I look at all these videos of all these stars and I see these little torch-shaped things, like when I see the 3D versions, it looks like a torch, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a torch like this, only it's pointy on the bottom, right? And then at the top, there's like a bright light, and it looks like a face is sitting there on top of it, like a head. It's what it looks like to me. Now I know it sounds nuts, but I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of video of this stuff, okay? And I've looked and looked and looked, and I've actually sat there and watched. Like on Boogeyman one day, he was showing a video of that. He was showing that those 3D, pictures of the stars, and I don't remember which star it was, but he showed it, and I swear to you, dude, it looked like the face moved its face up and away, and then came back in and then smiled when he sat back down, and then he smiled, and then it fucking like and then the way he was holding the whatever he moved, and it kind of where you couldn't see it again, and I'm sitting there going, what the hell? And then he circled it, and he starts, and so at this point he sees all this, right, and he starts flipping out and going, what the hell, and he starts making all these videos about it, and everybody thought he was crazy, but I understood what he was talking about, right? I got it. I didn't necessarily agree with him, but I'm sitting there going, wait a minute, there's something to this. Like, why? Like, what? Like I saw the face and I'm thinking to myself, there's no way that that's just a coincidence, right? That it literally looks like a face, like it looks like a man's pulls back for a second. And then he's trying to focus the thing, you could see his face sit back down and smile at you. It's like, what the? Dude, it freaked me out. I felt this fucking rush of fucking energy go down the back of my spine. I was like, what the hell is that, bro? I was like, what?
What were you saying?
It freaked me out a little. It still does. Every time I think about it, it gives me the fucking shakes, bro. Because it's like, dude, are you kidding me? You mean to tell me that the Bible isn't lying to me? Those are fucking real entities up there. They're not fucking planets, dude. They're people. They're entities. God's creations. And they're fucking swimming around so that they can be the clock for us to watch the seasons go by. You see what I'm saying? That's fascinating. How can you not think that's the coolest fucking thing in the world? Like, I don't know how you can not. That's where I'm coming from. See what I'm saying? I see all these beautiful things, all these crazy things, and I think, this is not a coincidence. God's leading me here. I've been led here all this time. This point right now, me talking to you right now, is because God's been calling on me. And he's been giving me a whole bunch of crap. And he's been telling me things and trying to get me to look at things and try to get me to understand things. And I still don't know where I'm going, but I know that it has a lot to do. And I think all of you are in the same position. You're feeling the same pull. It's weird. It's kind of like that movie, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, right? It's weird. It's like everybody's getting this vision of this mountain, and then everybody wants to know about it. And then all of a sudden we realize it's a place, and we all show up there, right? That makes sense? Well, that's kind of the way I feel here.
All places.
And it's creepy, so I get why people think, well, this is just a trick too, right? So I get you, but I don't believe in simulations like what you guys do. I don't believe that we're going to find out we're in a computer program. Even though it would be cool if we woke up and they were like, how'd you like the game? And we're like, what? That would piss me off. I'd be very angry about it. But at the same time, I'd be fascinated. I'd be like, what? No way. But I don't believe that our life is a movie and a joke like that. I don't think God would play that trick on us. I think why we're here is because God wants us to understand his mind. He wants us to understand him. And because he created us in a certain way that he did, and he gave us our own choice, we have to choose that path before he can become connected with us. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because so many of his creations have gone the other direction, so he protects himself from that. And that makes sense to me. So when I think of God as a father, I think of him as someone that can get their feelings hurt. He gets angry. He gets jealous. Of course he does. He created all this. He made all this possible for us to keep himself company. And he still gave us the freedom to choose right or wrong. And he's still making that possible. And all we ever do is sit around and bitch and complain about it, right? And say, oh, it's not fair. It's not fair. This is like hell. And you're right. It does feel like hell. But maybe that's why we're here, because this isn't hell, but maybe hell's worse. And he's trying to show us, if you act stupid and you do the wrong thing, I can't let you come here with me. You'll have to go to that place. And trust me, you don't want to go there. So I don't want any of you to fall into that hole, because you're my sons and daughters. I love you. That's the way I feel about God. I don't feel like God's some kind of weird guy with a big beard that doesn't want to shake my hand or give me a hug. I feel like he's a person like me. Like he's an entity. He cares about us like he does. Even though he does things the way he does, he has to, because he's God. And we have to understand we can't think like him. But he's giving us the chance to try to get to that level. Why not try to follow that ladder and follow that path and find God? And if he's not real, what do we have to lose? We've become better people, and we've helped other people go along a better path, right? We've helped people change their lives. We've helped people along so they didn't do bad things to themselves or all this. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do here.
Hey, Ryan, we're running out of time, dude.
But I got it out of there. Okay. You guys see where I'm coming from. I'm trying to like show you who I am. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the PJ's coming on soon. That's all I'm trying to get.
I know. I can go to bed.
Do you see what CB said here? He thinks the whole ancient alien is crazy as it is. It's kind of a gateway drug for God.
Yeah, it is. Exactly. It's a way to focus your energy on something, which ends up making you worship demons, because Legion is what's behind all that. Just remember that. Okay. And if you want to know who Legion is, then go look it up in the Bible. It's in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, I believe, or some of those.
I don't think he's saying what you think he's saying.
Oh yeah. I see where he's coming from. Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah. I don't think Jesus is going to go to the religious people. So when Jesus comes, he's not going to go to your local church, dude. Sorry, he's not. It's not why he's here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at that point, you know what I mean? Like, the tribulation's coming, bro. You better start preparing for it. You know, like it says in the Bible, put on the full armor of God. Don't forget who he is, and don't forget that it's going to get worse before it gets better. But we just have to have faith. We have to have faith. And if the only faith that I have is having you guys here to remind me of that, that's what I'm going to do, right? That's why I'm here. That's the kind of thing I'm looking for. We got to get through it.
I hope you're looking to not expect everybody to do it all for you, and that's the way I look at it. You have to learn it on your own.
No. But if you want to follow, if what I'm saying it helps you along, then hey, join me. That's what I'm saying. Let's find it together. If not, you can go your own way and do your own thing. That's cool with me too.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit play on this thing. You ready? Let's get to the next one. All right.
That was funny.
I know he's got. Yeah.
So I'll put you're right about that. Even though it's not a ball, it's, you know what I mean. You get it.
I got you. Yeah.
I get
the physicality doesn't allow it to be a ball.
Yeah, it's like something's going on in there, but he's just not getting it yet. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, he's kind of got a picture, but he's wasting a lot of his time with the social aspect of gossiping with little trolls online. Dude, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Follow?
Yeah, I know it is a problem. That's why. Yeah. Cool.
Listen, you fucking imbecile. I don't give a fuck about your squiggly drawings.
I mean, these fucking morons, You could just show this diagram.
Where is your diagram? Where is it?
But I mean, yeah, this is the rectangular looping model with celestial apparent sphere.
I don't give a fuck about your diagram. Oh, you're insulting my intelligence, mate. Where are you getting that?
I know all these things, because I'm an expert at it. I've seen some shit in the dark world like that. Trademark Arwin. Seen the mechanism of the heavens. Like, where do you think I got the idea from? I mean, hey, like to hear an alternative theory?
My position is an idea.
One that would also work in his test.
The dark world where he's seeing these things, is San Diego trademark with that? Like he's going to copyright whatever he does on his show? That's basically what I'm getting at.
A lot of mainstream religion takes that personal relationship with Jesus out. You're right. That's the problem. That's why I'm afraid of church, bro. I am. I know a lot of people think that I'm a bad person for not wanting to go. It scares the crap out of me, because there's a lot of people in there that don't know anything about Christ. They really don't, and they're it's crazy, bro. I don't want to be part of that. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
a lot of the people have never.
They're
picked
not
up the
nice.
Bible.
A lot of those people are not nice people. They think they're better than you, just the same way that a lot of the other people do. They're not open
Yeah,
to
they're
being.
pious, dude.
Yeah, they're pious. Exactly. That sucks.
So the point is, beside pious, they haven't actually read the Bible for what it is. They don't know what it says. That's my opinion, and I know a lot of them don't, and a lot of them don't have time to because
I
they're
haven't studied the whole thing like I should, but I have read through it a couple of times, and have listened to it on like tapes and things when I was a kid, and still, well, maybe not right now, but I used to do it on a nightly basis. I'd listen to some part of the Bible on tape, and when I was working, I used to listen to it. So I do have a lot of the knowledge that's in the Bible in here. But at the same time, I also have been through a lot of things in my life that give me understanding, and I call it wisdom. You might not agree with me, maybe, but I call it wisdom to understand how to deal with my world the way I do, and I've managed to deal with it. I've managed to be good. I haven't hurt anybody in a bad way. I haven't, I've said a lot of bad things, and I've had to apologize for a lot of stuff, and I've drank, and I've done lots of dumb things, but I've come out okay. Like I don't. As far as I know, I haven't hurt anyone in a way that I couldn't fix it or I couldn't apologize. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm lucky there. But I'm not saying I'm better. I'm just saying I feel like I'm lucky because I know that does happen. And it doesn't take but just one little passionate moment and change somebody's life. So I try to remember that because I was abused and stuff, and it's difficult. It's difficult to deal with that. So you got to think.
Yeah, dude, a lot of people have been abused, though. You gotta take that in consideration too.
In different ways.
They're
right?
not. Yeah.
That's why I feel like maybe there's something going on there. Maybe that's part of why R1's who he is, and maybe it's not all his fault. But
well, yeah, he talks about it like his uncles.
I'm not saying that he isn't showing us all the bad signs, the wrong signs, but
I don't think he's telling the whole story neither.
Right. Yeah, he might be holding back, but I mean, do you blame him? I mean, you don't want to throw all your cards out there. I mean, I'm trying to be real, but I'm not going to tell you all my personal stuff. You don't need to know it, right? Like you know what you need to know. If you want to know more,
you and yourself, man.
Off the show, I'm cool with that, but.
Yeah, but when you're a public figure like this, there's a tendency to keep it out of sight, and people are going to dig for dirt.
Well, and I'm not going to deny that it's there, but I'm not necessarily wanting to bring it up on the show. No, but if you want to have a discussion off whatever, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Sure, let's talk about it. Yeah. I might agree with you. I might think, I think this thing where we're fighting, like there's flat earthers, regardless of what we believe. I mean, we got different sides. We got whatever, like Dell and all that. Okay. Me personally, I don't have a problem with them believing in that. It's okay for them. Me personally, I'm sticking with what I know and what I can prove, right? And I don't see where they can prove what they're talking about. So I'm just not going to go with that. But I don't have a personal vendetta against them, like to destroy them or take them off of the air or any of that. If they want to believe that, I'm okay with that. But at the same time,
we got to get on. We got 5 minutes, dude.
Shut it down.
I'm pretty sure he will
I
be.
won't shut up. I won't.
All right, ready? I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play.
Right.
I'm gonna play.
Stable and repeatable. Just don't make up nonsense.
And we're trying to explain it to you and you're just not listening.
Yeah, why did you come up with a model of how that works then?
Is there somebody else that can explain this to this fucking fruitcake, because he's just clearly not comprehending it?
Yeah, Baltard Autobot.
I am
Baltard Autobot that's gonna be banned from my chat. With your triggered auto responses.
I am Optimus Prime.
Okay.
And I send this message.
Say hello to my little friend! Holy ricochet!
Bye fuckwit. You think you can intimidate me with your stupid Baltard Autobot responses? Fucktard? Fuck off, Conspiracy Cat, you stupid fucking retard. I'm sick of it. Fuck off. Fuck off and your polite bullshit. And being so polite. So polite. You're so polite. You stupid retard. Idiot supposed teacher. You're a fucking moron deluded idiot. Piss off.
Holy camouflage! Holy caffeine!
Any other pearls of wisdom you would like to share, sir?
You can get it tanned from a hologram.
Holy hypotheses! Holy shit!
You die as my liege.
Thanks a lot, duper. Give a fuck, dude. You could all fucking commit suicide. I don't give a fuck.
I take it you won't be needing these then, sir.
Duper.
Tee-hee.
That was. Yeah. You get to zoom in on his face.
You fucking twats.
Fucking kill yourself.
You gotta get Michael to say that one so we can put that in.
You fucking twat.
Yeah, fucking. Good job, James. I give you a thumbs up. Very funny. Very funny.
Oh yeah. Now the thing is that Arwen shouldn't take this like a direct stab. Like he should take the criticism that he's getting out of this.
I hope he can
change
see
some
beyond
shit.
us just making fun. I mean, you got to admit this is funny, and we're all going to react to it. I mean,
Yeah.
and if you're going to be mad at Jamie. I'm not necessarily saying that I would have gone where he's gone, but I think that Arwen knows, like right, Arwen, you know what you did or what you said to upset Jamie to make him want to write this about you and put this on there. I think you know what that is, and I don't know what it is. He hasn't told me, talked to him even, but I'm just saying. Obviously, I can't see him. I try to imagine a guy, myself, going to all that trouble for no reason. I mean, even though I don't agree with you, Arwen, I don't think I would have spent all that work for no reason at all. There has to be something going on there that we're not either. We don't need to know necessarily. The point is you know what you did, so make it right, bro. Like that's all you got to do, really. Make it right. And stop
Well,
just stop acting like this, bro. There's no reason to get so
twat, man.
people in the chat. Let them. Like we're gonna come in there and criticize you, and we're gonna try to trigger you. You got to deal with it, bro. You do. Just got to laugh it off. And if you can't, then cut it off, bro. Take a break, bro. I did. I took a break from Discord for over a year for that same fucking reason, bro. Because I couldn't take it. I was tired of people telling me I was wrong and trying to throw dumb things in my face. It was like, dude, I can't deal with this, bro. I got too much going on in my life. I don't have time to sit there and with a bunch of children that want to fight over whether the word line means straight or not. It's like, I don't have time for this, bro. You know, it's like, I love you guys, but I can't babysit. I want to help you. I want to be there for you. I want to
say goodnight to Juno.
I want to remain connected and not lose the connection that we have. But I mean, you're making it difficult for me when you act like
night, Juno.
Bye,
He's
Juno.
taking off.
All right, bro.
He's got a taxi.
I know we got to get over there and get in. All right, so let's get it down then. Anyway, yeah, you know, I feel bad for you, Arwen. I hope that you're just going through some shit. Maybe, you know, I don't know.
Well, I think he demands a lot of stuff that people like in our position can't give him that he wants to. And
I don't know that, but I know that he's had his brushes with, you know, Jeranism and some other flat earthers and things like that. He's had his struggles. I mean, I get it. I legitimately thought he was a cool guy at first. After I seen the way he acted in his things, obviously I got turned off and I just subbed out. You know, I'm sorry. I wasn't interested, but I didn't go in there and give him a hard time. But you know, he also didn't attack me directly. So I guess, you know, but if he did, I'm sure I'd do the same thing Jamie did. I'd spend some time and I'd show him why he didn't mess with me. But I mean, you know, like obviously
there's been a few people in our community that said things that he, and you can see the demeanor he carries.
And no matter what Jamie's intentions are, okay, but no matter what his intentions are, maybe his intentions are to make all flat earthers look bad. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me, because if he's right about what he's saying, like the stuff that Arwen's doing and the way he's acting is wrong, right? We all agree with that. So
I'm
focus more on
go with this
thing on being on somebody's side, right? You know.
Yeah. And I'm going to go with this. You got to understand general consensus. Most people don't even really look into this and can't cognitively look into it. I've had people like flip on me in their own head. I've watched them. Like they ask me, "Oh, you don't believe in planets. You don't believe in this." And I'll explain to them. I says, "Can you show it to me? Can you give us there?" And when we've examined the fraud that's gone on in the industry itself, a lot of the stuff, like, you know, space travel itself and where they're going, how they're doing it, seems a little suspect. Actually, a lot of suspect. You know, it's not right. But not to take it out on the general public because they're not really tuned into everything like we are. We're in our own
I try to
echo.
have patience with them when they say, "Oh no, you're wrong. You know, you just don't know. You don't watch TV." It's like, no, I don't anymore. I've realized it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's see when PJ's coming
Yeah,
in.
we'll
He's
be over there
supposed to be
soon.
there.
Sorry, we're shutting it down here. We're just finishing up our argument. Or you know how it is.
Argument?
All right,
We're having an argument? Damn
may
it,
the
man.
fart, may the
Stop
fart,
arguing.
may the fart be with you. Thank
The
you, Luv,
fart.
for coming in. We appreciate you being here, bro. You didn't get to say much.
Thanks,
but
Luv.
we still appreciate you being here, bro.
And try to get into this microphone.
Yeah.
Or a better one.
Peace, bro. Thanks. Glad to have you.
All right, Luv. Nice, man.
Nice one.
Good to get to know you. Good to get to see you and everything. Awesome.
And this
Yeah, you too.
Yep.
We'll be playing more times.
everybody. Thanks for coming by and seeing us on a light.